South Africa versus Cameroon, they got knocked out. Were you surprised?
From the first game, we didn't perform. We conceded each and every game. Our goals were more mistakes from other teams.
I said it before. I'm not expecting them to go all the way to the semifinals or quarterfinals or even finals. Hugo Bruce is gonna prove that Sundowns and Rulanungwe, they are the ones that got him.
So are you saying
We spoke about Simpobuli being the only number 10, even though he's not a good enough number 10 for Bafana Bafana?
Temmingo Silot said something to the coach didn't like?
Tamazwani's age, Temmingo Silot's discipline, Mofokeng, you don't have faith in him. What do you do as a coach?
Are you saying Hugo Bruce is a fraud?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another fun episode of Honest Universe. We are back and we believe that we'll be better. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, from us to you. We hope that this year will be a very blessed year and we hope that you achieve all the goals that you'll be setting for yourself this year. And I hope that all your dreams would come true and you'll have a prosperous New Year. Let's go on, Father. Let's go on. Happy New Year, Mfana, and welcome back.
Yeah, my brother.
What's Allah?
I'm good.
How was the December?
Yeah, we're playing commercial actually the group stage knockout. So now I have time on my hands. So yeah, otherwise December was good, was with the family for Christmas. Did nothing hectic because obviously had the tournament. So it was disciplined and stuff like that. So yeah. It's hopefully now it's a step we take to consistency. I think we should make that our New Year's
resolution.
We have to be consistent because we've been starting and stopping, and it's not good for the channel. Our viewers who went out of their way to subscribe, now we're not giving them content. So I think we have to get consistent and give out the best content that we can.
Yeah, I think everything is sorted from our side from now because we just started last year. We didn't have this, we didn't have that. I think now we are able to get whatever that we need, even though it's not quality that we want, but we're
working towards it.
Working towards it. So welcome back, Faith 2, and welcome back to you all. Obviously, today is all about the AFCON. Yesterday we saw South Africa versus Cameroon. They got knocked out. Were you surprised?
No, but I'm still sad and disappointed at the same time. I think getting into the topic of the tournament as a whole, I think we should speak about how the quality of the tournament. It's better than the last one, which now we're watching the football, not the chaos outside of the football. Where you have referees ending games at 85th minute. There's coaches who have been poured with water. Now we're all concentrating on the fans. I think this year's edition is where we're watching the football and the teams that are there are giving us quality football. Yeah, so with that being said, I think even when we brought Cameroon, we knew it was going to be a tough fixture because of the quality that they have in their squad and the fact that they're a big nation as well. So the games leading up to that game, that is when I lost the hope. We didn't perform.
From the first game?
Yeah, from the first game we didn't perform. We conceded each and every game. Our goals were more mistakes from other teams than of our own. We had the deflection against Zimbabwe, the mistake, Divine Lunga, stuff like that. So it wasn't free-flowing football that we know Bafana for. And I don't know whether it's players being scared because most of them, I think it was their first AFCON. I don't know whether it's that or something else.
It was an inexperienced
squad. I think it was different from the last
squad
because there was experience. The players who had the mentality to take us on. So I think I wasn't really shocked by the result. Like I said, it's just that we had expectations that obviously we couldn't meet.
Yeah, that's true. I think even speaking about the AFCON overall, I think Hugo Bruce was complaining about the vibe. And you spoke about it and you said last tournament there was vibe because there was a lot of
outside stuff.
outside stuff. You
Yeah.
understand? That don't really contribute in terms of football. You understand? Dancing, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, and all that. And when it comes to football, there were a lot of mistakes the previous tournament,
AFCON.
and we believe that this year it was more professional.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no vibe, there's no what, but
Everyone is there to
yeah,
win.
everyone is there to win. The big players are rising and they're showing up.
Yeah.
Although I have certain concerns, about games being sabotaged. Some people say scripted. I don't believe in scripted football or whatever, but sabotage could be there. You understand?
Possibly.
Wanting big players to go further. I feel like, big teams. I feel like big teams this year are being pushed.
Mm.
Morocco, because when I watched yesterday's game, Morocco versus Tanzania got a clear penalty, pushed inside the box, went to the VAR. VAR also denied that it was a clear penalty from what I saw. You understand?
Mm.
So I feel like these so-called big teams are being pushed. I don't know for the market or for what, but you also told me that it might be more of a business than football.
Yeah, I think with that being said, I kind of agree. When you look at the penalties that have been given in the tournament, I don't think any small, lesser nations have got any penalty in the whole tournament. But then the bigger ones, obviously, I stand to be corrected. But then the bigger ones, where you had Morocco had 2 penalties, where Algeria also, and when you look at the penalties, they're not clear cut.
They're not clear penalty.
It's more of the decision of the referee more than it's just like you
it
can
being
see.
a penalty.
Yeah. So with that being said, I kind of agree. And like I said, it's a thing of, I feel like football now has been turned into a money-making scheme. The sport that we love and have passion for is now a money-making scheme for these people who are in charge. Because obviously, when you look at the names that we have that are playing in Europe, when you have Buemo, you have Osimhen, you have all those. So if you're gonna get a game like Egypt against Nigeria, it's
everyone in the world is gonna watch that
gonna
game.
watch Mo Salah versus Osimhen
Osimhen,
and stuff like that. So I think, with that being said, that's why they're trying to push those teams to go to those later stages, because a lot of people are going to start watching it now.
AFCON as a whole is going to benefit.
Yeah, they're going to start watching it now because of now it's the quarterfinals and now the big teams. So I think that's if that is happening, it's going to kill our football.
It's gonna kill our football,
because we're getting there now. We're getting there.
Mm.
If they're gonna do it now, it's just gonna kill it before it starts, because you have nations who are fighting to qualify. Some nations are qualifying for the first time, and then now you get there, you're being wrong.
Just because we are a small nation,
Exactly,
because
it's
you
not
don't
fair.
have big names in your club.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair. So I feel like, if anything, they shouldn't copy Europe, man. Like, for example, when you look at the Champions League, you know that every single season, Man City is gonna play against Real Madrid because it's a money-making game. Everyone is gonna want to watch.
Companies are gonna
Mbappe,
benefit.
Haaland, they're gonna make that narrative and stuff like that. So if you're gonna take that route, it's just gonna kill our football, because we are more passionate about football as a continent. We love football. We play football from the streets. It's what helps us grow. It takes us away from bad things. Stuff like that. So if you're gonna change that, then we might as well forget about getting anywhere.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, politics aside, when it comes to politics, if there's sabotage, I hope they do something with it. They stop all those things, man. It's not good enough it's not good for our football, especially in the continent.
Yeah, true.
But politics aside, let's be brutal honest about our national team, which is Bafana Bafana. That is why we're doing this episode today.
The big elephant in the room.
Exactly. They got knocked out yesterday. I said it before. I'm not expecting them to go all the way to the semifinals or quarterfinals or even finals. Simply because of the squad. I looked at the squad. We spoke about Simpombuli being the only number 10, even though he's not a good enough number 10 for Bafana Bafana. But for the fact that he was the only player that Hugo Bruce was relying on to play that 10 role, because he didn't have faith in the young boy, Mufuke. It was mind-blowing for me. Taking Gezan over Grand Kekana, mind-blowing for me. Leaving Reynas, mind-blowing. Morena. A lot of things were going on, and we questioned it. We questioned it. What I'm glad about, we're not happy that they got knocked out, but what I'm happy about is that these things, we mentioned them before the AFCON. You understand? So I would say Madala, this one, he did dirty on himself. This was self-sabotage simply because of the squad that he chose.
I mean, what I can say is that I feel like we're always gonna complain about the squad, right? Because we all have a different perspective of football. We watch football with our eyes. We like a certain type of football. We like a certain type of players where we prefer them there or what else. So that's something that's not gonna end. I think we should just accept as a country that
Quick question. I hear you. If you were to choose Morena and Moreno, who would you take to the AFCON?
for experience, I'd say Moreno. And yeah, I think he's more versatile as well. So,
Lyle
but
Foster or Reyners
both
to start?
for AFCON,
Mm,
I'd say Renas
exactly.
because of his aggression and all of that.
Thank
But then
you.
going back to what I was saying, yeah, it's a thing of, like I said, we always gonna have disputes about who should go, whether it's because of the from our clubs and stuff like that. That's not necessary. Yeah. But then yes, there's players that were left. I feel like we he could have done something in terms of like obviously Reyners is the big one for me in terms of like he's an AFCON type player.
Mm,
You know, he's aggressive, he presses, you know, he always causes defenders problems. He's the type of player we need whenever our back is against the wall, where we're playing against a team that's tactical. You want that player to, or even a smaller team where you want him to force those mistakes. So yeah, I think in terms of the squad, man, I could say it wasn't that good, but then I feel like it was good enough to get us somewhere, which was not the round of 16. That was what I was expecting. Like I said, I lost the hope.
you're expecting what?
The same as last season, last
Again,
AFCON.
with that squad?
Man, I feel like
With that squad?
listen, the squad I get. I think the issue of the 10 as well was the problem.
A big problem.
Yeah, it was the major problem.
Big,
you know,
big
the
one.
10 and the striker, because I feel like as much as Lyle scored and assisted, he didn't have a good tournament.
And wait, before, let's go step by step. And we're going to start with that 10 position because I think it's the one that gave us headache. Coach also, I mean, as a 10, for a coach to remove you and put different kinds of players in your position, it's concerning, especially as a 10. Whereby, like, that is a critical, people don't understand that position. That position is a very, very critical position. Because that position is the one that determines how we play. Are we gonna score goals? Are we gonna play? Or what's gonna happen? Sipombule failed. Number one, I spoke about this thing about Sipombule. He's not a 10. Number one. Yes, we all agree as a nation.
We agree.
He's not a 10. Number one. He's an 8. He's a good player. Why do you have to rely on him?
I feel like that's the only 10 we have. The only 10, proper 10 we have. You can't say Mufukeng. Mufukeng.
Who are you gonna trust?
Listen, wait. Firstly, I'm not gonna bring the age, right? Fine. Mufukeng has the talent to play against old people.
He's one of the best players that we have.
In Zanzi. Right, fine, cool. All I'm saying is Mufukeng, even at this team, he's not playing as a team. Mufukeng just came back from injury. Right, so I feel like he's slowing him in. Yes, I also feel like he should have played him in the group stage, giving him time to see whether he could trust him going forward. Because you can't just put him in first game of the knockout stages and expect him to take us to the promised land. You know, so I feel like he should have played him maybe a good 30 minutes in each game just to see where he is. You know, in terms of fitness, mentally, because obviously first AFCON, a young kid and stuff like that. So you have to check them in terms of like mentally wise also, right? So that he doesn't get swallowed by the pressure and stuff like that. Because as much as you can have the talent to play against old people, your mentality, you have to, it comes with age.
So that's why I'm saying Hugo Bruce here, it was a self-sabotage.
Yes.
Because number one, Sipombule didn't give us anything in that number 10 position. Number two, you don't want to play relay as a number 10. Number three, you don't want to take Temingo Silich. Because of whatever reasons. But
it's simple, yes. Wait. Temingo Silot said something to the coach didn't like it.
But irregardless, these are fixable things.
It's fair.
Rather than sabotage yourself and go lose.
No, the thing is, listen, you can't expect if he doesn't come forward and apologize. You can't say it's fixable if you don't know whether Temingo Silot came forward and apologized.
Come on. I'm surely there's a lot of players that have arguments with Hugo Bruce.
Wait, so listen, you disrespect me. I should come to you because I need you.
How many times have De Bruyne disrespected Pep?
Do you know if he apologized or not?
No,
Do
still,
you know?
even now we don't know whether Lodge apologized.
Football is football.
But I don't want that to be an argument. But I'm saying
It
football is football, regardless what happens off the field.
No.
You can be disrespectful as whatever. But
you're making excuses for Lodge. If
we didn't go because we didn't have
it's
a proper number 10.
because of his attitude. It is his own fault.
Should get in the World Cup, we should forget.
Yeah,
simply because number one, I feel like we only have 3 number 10s in the country.
Yes.
3 and like 3 people who are capable of playing that position, which is a relay, Temiko Sloch and Tembazwane.
Sure.
Tembazwane,
age.
We know we can rely.
Injuries and age.
Temiko Sloch, discipline.
Yes.
Mufokeng, the coach doesn't have faith in the young boy. What do we do? We might as well say goodbye to the World Cup.
Wait, this Temiko Lodge, I like Lodge. He's a good player, yes. But then, as I'm saying, football is football, but then I'm a man as well, as you oppose. I'm not going to be disrespected. Then come to you and say, I need you back. If you come to me and say, you know what, I know what I said was wrong, and stuff, we can work things out.
It's fine.
So since they're there, Mbogazi came late to the thing. He apologized. They're good now, right? So that's what he needs.
It's fine.
So,
I'm asking you as a coach. It's fine. It's discipline. We counted them. Temazwane's age, Temiko Sloch's discipline, Mofokeng, you don't have faith in him. What do you do as a coach?
I think
we're going to the World Cup. What do you do?
I think now, since we can see that Mbule is not working, like it worked because in the games that we played, which are games that were not as competitive.
Small teams. He performed against Zimbabwe.
We agree on that. So we saw the tournament gave us a leeway to see that, okay, it doesn't work. So obviously we're going to play friendlies before the World Cup. So I think what he can do is in these friendlies, just chop and change, because like find players, 10s, and try them.
According to you, I guess you were asking me. Who's another 10 that we have in the country?
I don't know.
We can't rely on Tembazwane. We can't have Temiko Sloch. We don't have faith in Relebohile. I don't know why. Who do we play as a 10?
That's what I say. I don't know. Hence, I'm saying I don't blame him for playing Mbule because you don't have other 10s.
And we spoke about this thing as Sipombuli. And I said it here before the AFCON. Sipombuli is not a good number 10 for Bafana Bafana.
Who? Like, I'm asking you the same question.
No, I'm talking even about the people that comment.
It's
who are on TikTok.
Everyone has their own opinion. It's fine. We watch, like I said, we watch football differently.
Yeah,
you understand football. Maybe you've played it, right?
Yeah.
To a certain level to someone else who just watches it. They're gonna say stuff because they don't understand it the same way.
Yeah.
You played football.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, because of the fact that we don't have a 10 that can start today, guaranteed. Even Mufokeng and County, he can't start today, guaranteed, and give us something. Because we saw the game showed us
yesterday.
Yes, he played well, but then got a chance, didn't score. And before you get me wrong, I'm not dragging the boy. I'm just saying that sometimes you just have to accept. He's also not an issue.
Since I feel like he has the attributes of
he's those type of players where when he grows up, gets older.
Exactly. For me, Relay is like a Temiko Sloch. Temiko Sloch, he started more on the white side.
Yeah.
Right? Matured, went on and played as a 10. Became one of the best 10s that we have. He can play 10 like nobody's business, right? Mofokeng, also for him to be one of the best number 10s that we have in the country, they need to familiarize him in that position. Because that position for him is foreign. And it's a tight position. You always find people, men marking you. So you need to be familiar in that position for you to master it. Yes. And for him to be good, he needs to play in that position regularly. And you need to trust in the point.
But they don't need him as a 10 in his club now.
Who do you have as a 10 in his club?
Tito and Thingy.
Tito doesn't play.
Because of who? Who's playing then?
They were playing Sipombuli.
Yeah, so there's Mbule.
And also, but the Relay was playing as a half 10. Right?
Yeah.
He played as a half 10. They used Orele. But okay, that's not the argument. I think we are going off topic. You understand? And also, I want to ask the question of like, why do you take Tylon Smith and Chandra Campbell knowing that you're not going to use them? You could have taken players that when you look at on the bench, you say, okay, these people can make a difference.
Give me 2 players.
There's a lot of players.
Give me 2
Amara, you're
players.
putting me on the spot right now. There's a lot of, but I feel like we have a lot of players.
Okay, fine, I get
I
that.
feel like even if we had Puso Ditejan on the bench,
He
it
wasn't
would
gonna
have,
play.
but it would have been better to say, hey,
Yeah, just to watch it, just to look.
well, now you were gonna think of Chandra Campbell.
There were a lot of obviously it shocked me.
Puso is one of the best players that we have right now in South Africa.
I'm not disputing. Puso had to be there if you're taking Chandra.
Why wouldn't he play?
I don't know. He wasn't gonna play.
But he's one of the best players. Like Abo really. He's one of. He's like the same as Abori. That boy scored a hat trick.
I agree. Puso is a quality player. He's having the season of his life. Not disputing that.
Well, you're not gonna play him as a coach.
I'm different to Hugo Prost.
Well, you're not gonna play.
I don't have a.
Well, you're not gonna.
I don't
play
have a license. I don't know.
Compared to Chandri.
I was gonna play him. Chandri didn't play.
Yes, I'm saying when as a coach.
Okay, as a coach, fine. I was gonna play
Puso Ditejan.
Yeah, but then Hugo wasn't gonna play.
Yeah, so I'm asking myself, where was he taking Tyler Smith?
For experience.
You might as well take Emilio Vitboy and put him on the bench for experience.
I mean, Vitboy is not playing for. It's fine, man. Like we're focusing on the wrong things. We should focus on the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the whole squad. I'm saying the reason why I'm talking about Chandra Campbell and Tyler Smith, I'm saying Hugo Bruce could have taken players that could have made an impact.
I get that. It makes sense. But then there are players who are more experienced than those two who also didn't play as much as Mukwana didn't play a lot. He played a few games.
We spoke about Mukwana didn't deserve to be on.
Okay, fine. That's what I'm saying. Mukwana as well. I think he played 1 game, 1.5. So there's players who are there, they didn't play. That's tournament football. Like you have 23 players, you only can play 11 in 3 or 4 games. So you can't chop and change. So all I'm saying with the game, I feel like Madala got scared in some of the games. Egypt and Cameroon, where Egypt he played with 3 defensive players in the midfield, where Cameroon we went to a back 3, and it didn't help us in terms of CBC because it didn't work.
And you know why he played with 3 defensive midfielders? Because of this issue again, this positional simple.
So you're saying he played 3 to protect Reed?
To what?
Protect Reed, because he was the 10.
No, I'm saying he didn't play this so hyped. No, I'm fed up with this hyping of Sipumbuli. That's why I'm also mentioning this. I know you're a Pirates fan.
No, it's not about Pirates.
And you love Sipumbuli.
No, yes, I love him as a footballer.
But I'm fed up with this hype.
No, listen to what I'm saying. We both agree that Sipumbuli is not a natural 10. Fine, we agree.
And he gave us nothing.
We can't dispute that. Yes, he didn't have the best of tournaments. It's fine. We can't dispute that. It doesn't change the fact that he's a good player. I know you said he's a good player. And the thing is, now as we're speaking, Rayla is coming back from an injury, right? And he had problems before the tournament, right? I don't know whether it's personal or whatever, but then that's what I heard, right? So he's coming back into what I said with not playing Rayla is that what the Rayla issue actually is, if rather you played him in the games in the group stage to see if Mbula doesn't work out, you can play Rayla. That's all I'm saying.
That's also what I'm saying.
Yeah. So let's not blame Mbuli.
I'm not blaming him.
Who are you blaming?
I'm blaming obviously the person that selected him to start over Rayla.
I don't think
constantly.
Yes, I get that.
Just because he played well against Lesotho, Zimbabwe.
You can only go off what you saw.
And against Nigeria, I saw Mbuli. And I asked questions. Guys, are you sure about Sipumbuli? Against Nigeria in the qualifiers. Are you sure about Sipumbuli? Then we went on playing against Rwanda. He performed. It's Rwanda, guys. He performed against Zimbabwe. It's Zimbabwe, guys. And then they came for us. Okay, sharp, it's fine. You understand? Going also to we spoke about Chandra Campbell and Tyler Smith. I also said I don't understand why they're there. You could have taken Abo Morena to be on the bench at least. Abo Reinas to be on the bench at least. People that we know when we look on the bench, we say they want to make a difference. You understand? Lyle Foster, he didn't have a good game. We could have chosen somebody that was going to give something better. We saw, I think he was there, Reinas. I can't remember the previous tournament. You understand? Even in the qualifiers, we played big games with the Reinas. He was there. He showed up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Reinas one didn't make sense for me as well.
And also when it comes to Moremi was supposed to be in the squad. But I believe in the league, Tashik Matthews is doing better than Moremi. at least you could have had Umuremi on the bench. Rather wasting time Nabo Kabini. Where is Kabini going? That's another thing that I'm not trying to bash the player, but to be honest, the boy is playing with his opportunity. And we can't say, hey, he's young, whatever. There's no such thing as young. There's no that is an excuse. When Abon Bagazi are playing well, Abu Osuna Police is also young, he's doing well. Relebogile Mofokeng is young, he's doing well in quarter. They're performing even though they're on and off. So this Gavin play is one thing that baffles my mind that I don't understand what he's doing in the squad.
I mean, our backup is a backup as well to our starting left back. Flowers is not playing, so that's another thing. You can, like I said, he is. I feel like when you look at the players that you mentioned, the Sundowns players actually, Grant, Mvala, Morena, these three people are coming from long-term injuries that happened too close to the tournament, where you're fearing as a coach that they might not be ready. You get, because Morena, he got injured in the last game against Rwanda where we qualified. I think he played one half for Sundowns since coming back, so you can't really take him. Mvala as well is injured, I think even now, or he's just coming back now. Grant, I think he came back a few weeks or months ago, so I think he's the one we could have risked in terms of like our two other centre backs that played didn't give us a good tournament. Ngezana had moments where he played well, but then most of the time he made unnecessary mistakes that obviously put pressure on him. So
it's another player that I don't understand.
BC as well, he came on that game yesterday, didn't perform. So I feel like Grant was the one we could have risked taking and seeing if he could work out. But then the other ones, I feel like with the fact that Sundowns has a lot of South American players now, so we can't have that same number of players playing for Bafana Bafana from Sundowns. So even the injuries, so I feel like he's been dealt a short hand, Madala, and he did what he could with what he had. And I feel like for the fact that we're complaining about being eliminated in the round of 16 shows that we have improved as a nation. You know, a few AFCONs before we were happy even to make it out of the stage. So now it shows that we're improving, and I feel like yes, he made his mistakes and he sabotaged himself, like you said. But then at the end of the day, it happened. It's football. We can only back him for the World Cup. We can't be saying now we want a new coach. That's I feel like
no. I don't think we should be there.
Yeah.
But Naima Dal, I think he's proving. I don't know, should I say proving? But I feel like he's kind of like proving that the last AFCON, he made it so far because of Sundowns and Rulani Mukwena. No, besides me liking the coach or loving the coach. But being realistic, bruh, I feel like he made it far and he's gonna prove it. He's gonna prove it. You understand? With these decisions that he's making, having a lot of Orlando Pirates players in the squad. Nothing against Orlando Pirates players, but I will explain why I'm saying that. But I'm saying Hugo Bruce is gonna prove that Sundowns and Rulani Mukwena, they are the ones that got him.
So are you saying, in other words, I'm gonna ask you straightforward, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Are you saying Hugo Bruce is a fraud?
I'm not saying he's a fraud.
That's what you say.
I'm saying he was assisted.
Yeah, so you're saying he didn't.
I feel like alone
he's gonna be.
Yeah, alone he can't do. He can't do it.
I don't know.
Man. I think Hugo Bruce needs people like Rulani Mukwena to be in the league.
I think for the first episode of 2026, we done. That one you're talking about will be another episode.
But I think about it.
It's fine. We'll talk about it in another episode. I think for this one we done.
And Ngaru and I disagree. You know why?
I'm not disagreeing.
Because you mentioned those players that you mentioned and you said they had long-term injuries. Those players, they play for which team?
Sundowns.
Exactly my point.
I'm not disputing the fact that Sundowns players have experience, a lot of experience. They played CAFs, which is similar to AFCON because you're playing countries abroad, right? Not abroad, like in the continent, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, yes, those are players that have experience. And even if it's not experience, they are good players who are from South Africa, so we need them. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, Sundowns players, those Sundowns players that I mentioned were needed in the squad, but they were not there. So obviously you could say that we could have went far with them. I'm not saying because Rulani and what. I'm saying speaking about the players that happen to play for Sundowns. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, they have a problem with you, my coach. Rulani.
You don't have a problem. You just glaze.
The moment I mention your name,
you're glazing.
serious, and they don't believe that you change South African football.
We
But it's
do
fine.
believe, but then you can't mention Rulani in every single episode that
Nah,
we
it's
have
fine.
on this podcast.
It's fine. It's okay.
Yes, please.
It's
end the
fine.
show. Please
I
end the
also
show.
believe that
Please end the show.
having a lot of Orlando Pirates players in the national team is like driven by an inexperienced driver in a long distance trip. You will never sleep. You will never sleep. Never. Bafana Oswina Police and Mufukeng. For me, I feel like those are quality players that fully deserve to be in that squad. But other than that, I feel like Sundowns players, they supposed to dominate that squad.
Because of Roland.
Now leave Rulan out.
Yeah, because of Roland. Because you can't say it's because of Carlos.
They could have taken Kekana, Morena, Renas.
I just counted for you. Why?
Yes, I'm saying Sundowns players
Because
are supposed to dominate.
So now it was gonna be if they were there and then we won the AFCON or semifinal, we're gonna say because of Sundowns and Cardoso.
No,
why not?
That's not Cardoso's project.
It's him.
It's Rulani's project.
Who's at the wheel now?
And he's busy doing his stuff there, Sundowns.
So are you saying Sundowns are not performing?
Right now,
Are you saying Sundowns are not performing?
Right now,
yes.
Yeah, they're not doing well.
So
but they're doing better than Pirates.
How in Pirates is on top?
They're not doing because they set their own goals. They set their own standards.
Their own goal is to
be better than themselves.
They've been worse.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing worse than last season.
All the season.
No, yes, than all the seasons. Yeah. You understand? But when Pirates is not doing better than Sundowns. Even at the Sundowns' worst moments, they're not even doing better than Sundowns.
Fine. Believe what you want to believe. This is not about Pirates and Sundowns. I'm saying...
And if you are talking about Kali and MTN as...
The league. Sundowns have a game... Pirates have a game in hand with 2 points on top of Sundowns.
But still, you want to fail to win
It's fine. But then all I'm saying now is speaking. The league says Pirates is better.
It's fine.
It's fine. Let's leave it at that. Because now...
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from us. It was a boy star Billy and Bonolo here. I think up until next time. Yeah.
Soon. Consistency is what we're looking at.
Yeah. I think next time we'll be discussing the signings. Transfers and issues. Since we saw Bahiba left.
Impact.
Yeah.